Plenty of editing for Dal in this.
With the throw, it's intercepted. It's Kirkpatrick. It's a Bengal touchdown. Rarely see that.
Maybe I don't want to very much.
Complete confusion. Emmanuel Sanders and Peyton Manning.
But if the death toll keeps on rising, you can come get me up.
Hello and welcome to the newest episode of the Mocarl and Conmen podcast. Week 2 breakdown review. We have a full stable of Conmen today. With the return of the initial Conman, Connor Moran. What's going on?
Hello. Pause for hand claps.
You've been to Washington.
I have.
You were scouting some Redskins players. How did that go?
Oh, they're terrible.
They're terrible.
And racist.
What about scary Terry McLaurin or whatever the fuck his name is? We're going to get into him later on.
Sure, yeah. Whoever that is.
I don't know. Is he the runner? I think there's no, that's Terry Fox.
Terry McLaughlin says
The guy
like a
is
real
dead.
person. Terry McLaughlin, if you're listening, let us know who you are.
Yeah. Chime in the comments below. But you're back with the podcast. First podcast this new season.
The regular season, yeah.
Good to have you back on it. Time, just in time for our matchup.
Oh, yeah.
And what about the previous podcast? What have you found them?
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Did you miss them listening while you weren't on?
My substitutes were poor.
Substitutes, I would say usurpers.
Yeah.
Personally. But
Adulterers.
what's going on? Why are you?
You're looking up who
Terry McLaughlin is? Who is Terry?
Terry McLaughlin is a Canadian sailor who has competed in the Olympics. He won a silver in 1350.
There you go.
Those guys back in the 1300s.
We said we were going to talk about him in the podcast, and we did. There we go.
We got you.
So week 2 is in the books. We've all had a great. Well, no, we haven't. Half of the room have had a great.
It was a good week of games.
It was a good week of games.
That was one of the better weeks of games.
So close for all 4 games were close.
Yeah.
Poop noising. I fucking lost this week. Lost last week.
We can't have poop noises every time you lose a game, Rob. The podcast will be exclusively poop noises. Let's do news. Have we any news? First of all, what's that? You hear that? Connor, I know you hear it.
I hear it.
It's rumbling. It's the breaking news drop. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Kyle Allen will start instead of Will Greer.
The guy is drunk.
If Cam isn't able to go, which I think essentially just means Kyle Allen's going to start. Like.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Kyle Allen?
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
He was there last year, and Taylor Heineke started instead of him. And then they got rid of Taylor Heineke, brought in Will Greer.
Will Greer.
And then the Will Greer alarm. They brought him in, and then Kyle Allen starting instead of him. It says Kyle Allen alarm.
So what, Cam?
Oh, it's the alarm to signal all the women.
It's not great for you, Connor, obviously.
This week?
Just in general.
Yeah,
with Cam Newton. Impending.
Because he looked real bad on Thursday night.
Yeah.
He looked
I assume he did
pretty
too.
okay on
I
Sunday
didn't see
against
it.
the Rams, and he looked real fucking bad on Thursday then. Like real fucking bad.
2 poor games. He got me 12 points over the last 2
Yeah.
games. So this was going to be his last week.
And
but I think no.
Yeah, but I recently accosted you with a proposal for Aaron Rodgers, and you said you fully believed in.
Yeah.
You accosted him with
I
a proposal?
accosted him. Yeah.
With a proposal?
Yeah.
Like you hit him with it?
I accosted him with a. I hit him with
Came
a.
up to me in the street. Behind my back.
But you said you're fully behind Cam Newton. What has changed now?
Well, he turned up to training in a boot.
Oh, okay. So Aaron Rodgers. we're
No, but you and Kelsey. He's my only good player.
we can talk. But yeah, give me Kelsey. Other breaking news. 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 Drew Brees injured. Teddy B, Rob.
Rob promised that he would start Teddy Bridgewater in his Drisbowl fantasy lineup if he played more than 2 games.
If
in
he
the
started
season.
more than 2
started
games.
more than 2 games. So he's gonna start this week. He's definitely gonna start next week, and then Rob has to start him
Week
the week
5.
after, his 3rd week of starting. So
If
it will
he's
be week
still
5.
playing.
If he's still
And
starting.
which means that
Well,
if
you
he
don't
is still
have
playing,
to,
he's going to be good.
But if you don't, your word is garbage.
I'll do it. Everybody
We'll see.
knows I love Teddy Bridgewater.
I know. Oh, I know.
You could be saved by
But if you are like 1-4 or something, or 1-3 going into that week, and you need a win, and you're gonna play Teddy Bridgewater against some tough defense or something, oh,
Is one. I'll play Teddy Bridgewater.
Alright, it's on record
yeah, I
now.
wanted to make sure.
On
that's
record.
His purpose will
His
not.
poor boys.
His poor boys will not be.
What I bet happens now is he stinks up the place next week. He's even worse the following week. Week 3, Taysom Hill is it.
He's playing the Dolphins. Oh no, I thought you were gonna say he blows it up. Then when Rob starts him.
No, Taysom Hill, baby. I'm all
Yeah,
about that
that's fair.
Taysom Hill life.
That's fair.
He's
I mean, right.
If Teddy Bridgewater was terrible for 2 weeks, I'd say there's a chance they're just like, fuck it.
Taysom Hill's the best quarterback in New Orleans.
Football.
Football,
They
yeah.
haven't really gotten to do any quarterback stuff. Like,
Mason
not really
Rudolph is the
athletics.
starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
For the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Juju, my boy. is
And
gonna
then
be-
they traded 2020 first round pick for Minka
Yeah,
Fitzpatrick.
so they believe in Rudolph.
Apparently so. And the Dolphins now
Rednecks.
have like, what, 4 first round picks next year? or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that,
So the
three,
Dolphins have all the picks. They'll probably try and get some more as well. Rob. For the record, I would like to show that Rob is nibbling.
This show brought to you by Reese's Pieces.
Nibble your nuts. In peace.
Oh god. It's peace.
I didn't write the thing.
Yeah.
They
well,
pay
we're
me
just
to say
reading the
it.
ad copy.
Yeah.
Take it up with Mr. Reese's.
Alright, and on that note, let's move on to the first matchup. And that's the end of the news. Okay, alright, hold on, yeah, so and that's the end of the news, and then Connor, you say,
Or is it?
yeah, or whatever, and then we just get into it. And then,
Okay.
do you want...
Right, Joe,
Yeah,
this is
yeah. Okay, so Del, sorry for this, but...
Yeah.
Alright. And that's the end of... And that's the end of the news.
Or is it?
Oh, Connor.
Here's some non-football related news.
Okay, non-football Connor, we're gonna
Breaking
step...
news?
It is
We have-
breaking news. 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 Connor, tell us what's happening in non-football corner.
So me and the missus, and for those of you who aren't aware, I do the missus now.
The ball and chain.
Yeah, that's what I call her. She just called me the ball.
no change.
I don't wanna know anymore. But continue.
So I just it's a birthday on Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and I asked her if she's free on Thursday so I could get her tickets to Lizzo,
Uh-huh.
who's a,
The singer.
a hot property these days with the kids, and she is free. So I just spent $250.
Oh my god. And she is free?
Yeah.
Boom. We did
Confirm
it.
that first.
I wasn't listening to that bit.
So
Rob was listening
Connor's
with the
going
microphone.
to Lizzo with the girls?
I go with my girl.
Yeah, and potentially
I
John
don't do-
and Rob's girl and potentially my girl too.
Yeah.
So it is Connor and the
Escorting
girls.
all their girlfriends.
Connor and the girls.
Oh, there's a song there.
Oh, there's a podcast there.
Oh, it's Connor and the girls.
So what you're saying is you're jealous.
There you go. some breaking news. Keep us updated on, I guess, the concert next podcast.
Just keep us updated on whatever you're talking about. If you feel like you need to jump in with some.
Oh yeah, because I have no input into football.
Yeah, so you know, if you got anything spicy, just throw it in.
All right, let's go to the first matchup.
Brady, end zone, caught by Brown, touchdown, New England.
That was Antonio Brown with the score as the Holland Otters pulled off one of the greatest heists in Drisbowl history after snatching a win in a 142.9 to 149.4 toss-off. Behind for the whole matchup, it came down to the Browns' defense against a third-string Jets quarterback late Monday night, and they just did enough for the Astros to sneak the win. The Crusaders awoke to find themselves 1-1 after going to bed assuming 2-0, and a seat at the top of the Luther was in sight. A crunch game versus the Aztecs awaits in week 3. What a game, boys! This one, well, you and me, I think. Well, obviously you were at the bar too, so I assume you were following it. But we were chatting about it.
And really, really awesome ending, like. Yeah.
But because it looked like it was Martin's in the bag the whole weekend. It was just like it was Martin in the lead.
At all that it was just,
and even then going into this game, he was 17 points clear.
17. I think. Yeah. I think was it 16 and a half would have tied it.
Yeah, would have won it. They actually ended up with 18 somehow. So that's all those.
So 17 and a half would have tied it.
Yeah.
18 is what won it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny won by 0.5 of margin.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
I think is that the lowest winning margin? I think it might be.
We might have had a 0.0 one time.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine we'd had them. I would have made quite.
I think there has been ones that have been
that.
less than a point. I think. We definitely have some records.
Yeah,
that we should have looked up.
The
before.
fact that it came down to 2 defenses and it was like less than a point. Jesus Christ.
It was like, and Martin fucking had Lenny Fournette on his bench who he could have played, and he made a great call with Mark Andrews as well.
Yeah.
Getting 2 touchdowns. He got absolutely
the tight end to
robbed
pick in the waiver wire tight end to go for last week.
Some win by Danny to have your kicker get you -4 points.
No, not -4.
Sorry, minus
-420.
420. Yeah. Which means you have to smoke a joint up your ass.
Was it just last week that was like, should we call CMXC auto win?
Yeah, it was Danny.
Yeah, Danny said that. Yeah,
he said it himself.
It's that lovely jinxing. And then the running back. So Aaron Jones and Devin Singletary end up beating Chris Carson and Christian McCaffrey.
Good start by Danny playing Singletary.
Aaron Jones.
I think he looks injured.
Really good start to the season.
Yeah, Aaron Jones has been a bit of a beast so far. Martin, apparently both these teams are giving up on their quarterbacks. Was it Martin continuously announced that Jared Goff was done throughout the match,
despite starting him.
And then Philly Rivers, I think you got a text from Danny and I got a text. Danny's in the market
Danny
for
went to Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
that's what was he planning on offering?
To me, I mean, I suppose he does have some stuff I'd like, but
for Lamar Jackson, I feel like Lamar Jackson is
big time.
If we move to Dynasty,
he's in the biggest stable in Rob's stable.
Yeah, he's probably the most famous Rob's boy.
Lamar Jackson.
I think he could be the most.
Gordon in
terms of point scoring,
it's 100% Cordarrelle Patterson. Cordarrelle Patterson has the penthouse stable in Rob's stable boys,
and he doesn't deserve it.
No, fuck no. He's been living up there for free.
Super Bowl winner.
I would say Josh Gordon and your boy have equally sized. They're
my fantasy boy.
Yeah,
I think within 10 years we're gonna move to Dynasty next year. Everyone knows.
Next year is soon. But
you think Rob's not getting Lamar Jackson when we move to Dynasty? And that's his quarterback for a decade, 2 decades.
I'm pounding the heart. Dynasty next year.
I'm okay with next year. 2 years, I think, is my aim. I think 2 years is realistic.
I think, I'll be sad to see the draft go, but I get the benefits of Dynasty as well.
Okay, so wide receivers. Martin's 2 boys do a decent job. 24 points between the 2 of them. Antonio Brown got 13 in his first game for the Pats.
It's nice for Danny to see Antonio Brown play half a game, essentially. Score a touchdown, 50 yards, happy if he's giving you that.
Then go home before he even gets interviewed.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but when the media were allowed into the locker room to interview the players, Antonio Brown's name had been taken down from his locker and all his stuff was taken out and he was gone. and they're like, you know, required by the league to give them 10 minutes of availability or whatever. So
He can
probably
give a
get a
fuck.
little bit of trouble for that. Or whatever, but
I mean, he's used to trouble at this stage.
yeah, like he gives a fuck.
Oh, I'm super mad. I just realised, look what Martin's nickname for Will Fuller is. I didn't even see that.
What is it?
Rob's boy.
Oh shit! Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we mentioned Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We're gonna
Mike
keep saying
Mike
Mike
Andrews.
Andrews. It's Mike Andrews.
Oh,
now.
boy, Mike,
He's in Canada. We have not seen him.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, he's playing for
He was pure
Baltimore.
from draw, though. Like.
Yeah, and the other, what's the other guy? Peter. I met him.
Yeah.
He was the
Peter
same,
Higgins.
yeah, is he in Canada
He's
too?
here too. I
He's in
met him.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boys if they ever somehow hear this.
We should get on to Peter and go for a drink with him again.
He was the same lad.
I met him my first week here.
No way. So he's in Toronto straight.
Yeah, I think he's over in he's over west somewhere or east.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But
like
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing. Jerry Cook 3.5 points, not great in tight end. David Montgomery, the opportunity 14 points. That's pretty good.
He looked good this week as well.
Will Fuller does what Will Fuller does, and he sometimes just disappears.
Yeah.
But he'll get you to 5. That's what you'd expect.
That's a shit floor.
Yeah.
Um,
When you have Lenny Fournette on your bench, 5 is not good enough at your floor.
Not confident.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh
Michael
boy,
infected me
yeah.
Was there a decision made as to whether minus 420 would count?
to the 420. No, that 420 rule is gone now. I don't know if I ever
No,
specified
it's still
that.
in.
No, it's gone.
Is it?
The 420 60, the Marty B rule.
The Marty B rule is gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
It's not coming back.
Well, I'll never say never.
Okay, I won't say never.
What about regular
At the
season?
minute, it is not being enforced.
Alright, that's fair. Let's move on. Let's keep going. We can get
It's
sidetracked.
going to be contentious if anyone ever gets that then.
In terms of benches, Tyler Boyd got 15 points. The Rams got 11. DK Metcalf. Oh, he going under the
Looked real
radar.
good.
What's his points like?
He was solid
10
last
and
week.
13.
Yeah.
He's
For a rookie wide receiver on an offense that doesn't pass all that much.
he's probably one of the only rookie wide receivers that I haven't blown his horn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blow this. I'm gonna blow his horn. I'm gonna wet my lips.
Oh,
Put that flute just in my flute or horn, whatever works.
whatever he
Just
calls
blow that bad boy.
Hammer.
DK Metcalf. Oh, if we had
can't blow
Kiefer
a
here
hammer.
to actually,
it. Yeah.
and we do DK Metcalf.
He did
Yeah.
it off 3 receptions. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football, Johnny Ross.
At the minute, yeah.
Watch out.
Rod Godwin for Martin
20 points.
looks super good. Looks
Okay.
better than Mike Evans. Genuinely.
If
He
you
looked
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Back to the last podcast, I said the exact same thing about him. And I was like, start him. And he didn't.
He looks
And he lost.
so fucking good. It's crazy.
Yeah, I like a bit of Rod Godwin.
Mm.
Got to change that name though, Chris. Come on now. So yeah, so an exciting game. Had by
Really
all.
exciting. One
yeah.
of the best ones. And probably a big divisional game, I would say, when it comes down to it.
Yeah,
Martin
one of
might be
one
sick-
now.
Yeah. Martin might be sick to lose that because I feel like this is going to be a close out division. Everyone is scoring very similar points so far in our division. Like.
Which is classic Luther. It's
Yeah,
classic Luther
it's
move.
It's just a bunch of middling teams all
Yeah.
scoring the same amount of points.
All right, let's move on.
In stride, OBJ. He comes back to MetLife and does this. How about it? Odell Beckham Jr.
In truth, this game should have been won on Sunday evening, but for the Chiefs and Patty Mahomes to overlook all Aztecs players in a big win against Oakland. The Bombers fall to 1-1 in a competitive Luther 2 weeks in, and would hope an injury to star running back David Johnson won't derail their season further. Another tight flute of the game. It's a tight flute. You know, the common phrase we all use. 102 to 93. It was ODB.
Shauna's players all played real early, didn't they? So that was just,
Yeah.
he always looked kind of like he should win.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of times where it was hairy enough. Like,
Yeah,
especially
well-
after the Chiefs game. I should
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
All of Shauna's players played in the 1 o'clock games on Sunday.
Everyone-
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, so then he just needed to. It's one of those things where they play early and then you got to chip away.
Yeah.
Ah, that was nice, synchronized
That was
chipping.
very nice.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson tried to totally bang Dell after he tried to
Yeah.
totally save him last week
yeah.
with 10 points. And
Zeke
Tom Brady had a great game.
Yeah.
With a rushing touchdown and everything.
against that fucking Dolphins.
That was a
defense as
shrewd
well.
pickup by Shauna.
That was,
against
yeah. Especially since Carson Wentz looks like ass now too with
Yeah,
his injuries and all the other injuries and shit too.
Yeah, gotta give her props. That's real nice.
So she
Tom
drafted
Brady.
2 quarterbacks in the.
Play Tom Brady.
Just get
to
play Tom Brady.
Play Tom Brady.
How does she keep getting Tom Brady?
It's
now?
crazy. I mean, like, no, the numbers say that Tom Brady will. Just, like,
Yeah.
he'll still win games, but he's not going to be a good fantasy quarterback. And
Well, now the numbers are saying he can do
is
both.
he real good?
We're playing the Jets next week too, so
Yeah.
Zeke Elliott did well for Dell, 20 points. Did he play Mary Cooper? Mary Cooper 10, so 30 points from the boys. The Cowboys
Cowboys.
isn't too bad.
Pretty happy.
Then his 2 Chiefs. This is what we were saying. Only 13
Yeah.
points between them. 14
And
points.
the fucking offense scored 28 points in 15 minutes.
OJ Howard, he was very annoyed with too.
Yeah.
He was
We should've-
well, no, he was actually very mad at Jordan Howard earlier today.
Yeah.
Until that was clarified that it was OJ Howard. In fact, he was supposed to be mad at. Yeah, because he got injured early in that game, didn't he?
No, I think he
Oh,
was
he
out there
played,
for a lot
and
of
he
it.
just
Yeah,
sucked.
because Arians has been kind of roasting him a lot. The Buccaneers coach has been roasting him a bit, just kind of being like,
You're a bit
he's supposed
shit.
to be better, yeah.
People were roasting him for not using him enough.
Well, in that case, you got to roast him.
Jesus.
You got to pass the buck.
Like, I think he did have a couple of targets, but I'm not sure.
Texans D got 15 points. So Dell's team was Zeke, Beckham, and Texans D. That won it for him.
Well, so there's a lot of stuff going on down in Texas for that.
Shauna's team was disappointing. David Johnson only got 8. J Mix only got 4. Did he get injured?
I think J-Mix was injured coming into the game.
Yeah.
David Johnson did leave it.
Oh, yeah.
I
Keenan
think
Allen
they
looked
said
good.
his isn't serious, though.
Keenan Allen looked really
Yeah,
good.
Keenan Allen's always going to look good. Adam Thielen got a...
That was, I mean, the Vikings, Kirk Cousins was shit.
Oh,
That's all
Kirk
over the
Cousins
place.
is terrible. Real bad. Rob did not enjoy watching that game.
No. It took about fucking 6 months off your life, I'd say.
It was one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life. Kirk Cousins should be just absolutely strung up.
Shot in his face.
Yeah, he sucks at football. He should just be sent out into the ocean.
Shauna's team in general was just shy. Evan Ingram 6 points. James White got 10. Kaimi.
Who's that coming from somewhere up in the sky? Moving fast and bright as a firefly. Just when you think that trouble's gonna pounce, who's gonna be there when it really counts? Do that
Bear Baron.
countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chargers D 9 points. Yeah, so close game. So big game too. Again, Duluth 1 and
In
1.
the division, yeah. A lot of 1-1 teams in there. I still top the pile at the minute. But
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
by next
spoiler.
week, there
So
could be a
the rest of
fuckload
the
of
show.
2-1 teams or something like so. It's
Or 1 and 2 teams.
and 3-0.
3-0 Cougars. You gotta love it. That's what the people want to see.
Tell them a bit
No,
like
it's
this.
Shauna this week, Martin the week after.
Oh, big
So
running
that's-
games coming
yeah,
for the
oh, for
Cougars.
sure.
How many points did Larry Fitz and Manny Sands score between
Larry
them?
Fitz had a good game.
Larry Fitz got nearly 12. Manny got nearly 20. Hollywood Brown,
Dell's
10
bench
points.
did really
Yeah,
well.
Dell's bench, pretty good.
Hollywood Brown actually looks super good, and I'm pretty sure, because remember week 1 he scored a bunch of points, but he played like something like 10% of the snaps. I'm pretty sure he got a bunch more snaps this week.
And he got
So
less
that-
points, so...
Well, I mean, it's just
So
for
he's-
projection wise.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they should give him less.
Yeah. Everyone... Where's everyone go? I'm just slowly walk away. Alright.
Just back to the traditional.
Oh,
Mocarl
back to the...
and-
Oh, it's back!
What was it called?
The Mocarl and Conmen
Oh,
podcast. Welcome back, everyone. It's a new episode of Mocarl and Conmen.
The original and the best.
You couldn't wait until we ended this matchup?
I thought we were done.
Second down and 10. Stafford, screen pass. Johnson bobbled, wheeled in. Got a great block on the play by the center right now. He'll take it in. What a play!
That was Kerryon Johnson with the touchdown as the Cougars took a 2-0 lead in Duluth in a 129-105 bout that could have been closer were it not for an injury to Deshaun Jackson. Heading into the Sunday night game, both teams were tied, but following an injury to Jackson and a TD for Jones, the Cougars ended up leaving with the result. The Pterodactyls now fall to 0-2 and will hope to kickstart their season next week against the Genies. Connor, let's start with you. What happened?
Deshaun Jackson got injured.
I said that in the rundown, Connor. We need to elaborate more
Oh
on
yeah,
this.
that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I was trailing all week, and this percentage thing is real fucking annoying because I was just watching that all day
yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, it's a crash, man. And it's like
and then it
you've
builds
got
your hopes
2%
up.
chance to win. You're like, How accurate is this?
No,
It
but-
sounds like it's a computer. It's
I was like
so accurate.
30% most of the way, and then like at one stage, Justin Tuck got a 50-yard field goal, and
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton got a
Yeah,
touchdown,
Yeah.
and it got up to like 45%, and then like 2 minutes later, Sonny Michel like lost the fumble. So it was, like,
Yeah, I
another
think one of
minus
your
5
guys
points.
scored a touchdown.
It
and
went,
like
it
carry
went
on,
back
maybe.
down to 30%. I was like, what happened? Yeah,
Cam-
that was it though.
Cam Newton, like we mentioned early on, boned you.
Oh, can't wait to get rid of him now.
That's real bad. This year.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Also, hasn't Jimmy Connor, the C1000, had a couple injuries and such?
He's been quiet.
He took a lot of shots in that game, as far as I remember. Every time I looked up, he was just getting hit in the head. So, not great.
Yeah, not the star I was expecting him to
Sonny
be.
Michel did well. He had a bit of a shitty week 1. So 14.5 is good.
Yeah.
I put in Matt Breda though. That was my one
That
good
was a
decision.
that was a good decision.
Travis Kelce, 20 points.
Yeah, he's my star man so far this year.
Yeah.
That Deshaun Jackson injury, though, could have made it interesting.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce is not your star player, man. Justin Tucker is your star player.
From the Vikings D. He only got 105 points, which I guess, if you get over 100, that's alright. Yeah, see, a lot of you guys just 10 points.
Who is Deshaun Jackson? Like, because that 105
Yeah.
would be 120 handy enough for Deshaun
Yeah.
Jackson. Like, so.
Who could you replace Deshaun Jackson?
Mike Williams 9.8 still wouldn't have won. So
That's
it
it.
would have been hard to win this week.
Connor, quick note on Alshon Jeffrey. How
Yeah.
do you feel about him on your team?
Fine.
Yeah?
I mean, I think he's currently resting on my bench. I don't think he's played yet.
He played week 1, he got 18 points.
Okay. Did he? Oh, he did. No, but I didn't. Have
Yeah,
him.
you didn't play it.
Yeah.
Now he's injured.
Good.
Also, Kenyon Drake, how do you feel about that?
Not as good as I felt the first week or after the draft. But I can't remember why.
I hate both of those guys.
Why?
John, moving on. Your team.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my guys, more than anyone doing really good, a lot of my guys all did okay. And then Julio Jones made up for Julian Edelman being kind of shit. And everyone kind of just averaged about 15 odd points. Dangerous had a good game.
Yeah.
Scored a bunch of touchdowns late.
I feel like there's a lot of quarterbacks who are just blowing up. It's the stupid new 6 point for a
touchdown,
passing touchdown. So now quarterbacks are like scoring points galore. So you need one. If you don't have like a high scoring like quarterback slinging for fucking near 30 points a week,
struggle, like yeah.
That's the game now.
And
We've
also,
changed the game.
Interceptions are an absolute shire.
Oh, they're a killer,
4-point
too.
swing is like, that'll lose you a game easy.
Yeah. Oh, we've made
lost that game last week against me.
Yeah. So you need a high flying quarterback. You also need a high flying running back, Derrick Henry, John.
Number 1 running back in fantasy football.
The boy.
I believe. Michael was looking it up earlier.
No.
Yeah, no, he's been is he number 3?
Third.
There you go.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook is number 1, isn't he?
I don't know. It just says
Alright.
third for Derrick Henry. I can't see the rank.
You see, that's standard, so maybe.
Yeah. In our one, I think it
it's
is Dalvin
non-standard.
Cook.
Oh,
Because don't I have 4 of the top 6 guys? We'll get into it.
He's been super good for me anyway. He's looking good. Todd Gurley got some goal line carries.
Oh, yeah?
Touchdown,
Oh,
which
very
was nice
good.
to see. And Malcolm Brown is still stealing, not significant, but enough work to be damaging his totals a little bit. But he's still outslapping him a lot.
Yeah.
He's just not getting the carries.
Julio blew up?
Yeah, I seen this thing about the last 2 times we played the Eagles, he dropped passes in the end zone and lost the game for them the last 2 times, and I was like, no, if that happened fucking 3 times in a row, he'll do something this week.
Julio had a tackle stat as well. Did you get a point for that?
Oh, he does have a little tackle there, yeah.
tackle,
So
but-
maybe, yeah. If it's there, possibly.
Well,
We'd have to
maybe
crunch
it's-
the numbers. See, we don't have the first downs there too.
Yeah,
We'd
which
have
is
to.
annoying.
We're not gonna be able to do it now. We'll come back to it. Jules had a slow day in that
Okay.
43.
Again, you see, Jules kind of gets used when they need him. If they don't need him,
Yeah.
it's pointing him taking big old shots in the middle of the field. So
Olsen. That was the
Great
early
game,
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
great game.
The
I think
silver
we talked
lining
about
of
it.
that Panthers game.
Yeah, but I think we
6
talked
for
about
9
it on
receptions.
Thursday. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we
And
said.
then carry on my wayward son. Your other boy.
Dal, drop the news drop one more time for me right here.
Breaking news. 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 Breaking news.
Very happy to announce that the Lions have cut CJ Anderson.
I saw that, yeah.
So that's good because he was taking some pretty good work off Kerryon Johnson. So I like that a lot. And he's looked good. He looked real good last week.
You running back gambles are paying off?
At the minute, it looks
at the
good.
minute.
Yeah, at the minute. Like, they could all go pretty bad pretty quick, I think.
But I think Derrick Henry starting well is a good omen.
Yeah.
Because usually he
just keeps getting
starts
stronger.
terribly.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, we're 2-0 at the minute. That's all you can.
There
That's
you
all you
go.
can be.
Cowboys defense dropping 2 points on you.
That was
Where did that come
lame,
from?
yeah, against fucking the Redskins, was it this
Yeah.
week?
What would you
You see, they're playing Miami next week, so I held on to them this week because
fair.
I thought they'd be okay.
What would you put down your 2-0 status being? What's been the key thing?
Oh, well,
What would you-
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry?
Because everyone else has kind of been roughly what I expected. And I probably would have lost if Derrick Henry had been what he used.
Fine, he's paying off.
But he's paying off. Got me
Yeah.
30 points last week, 18 this week.
Oh.
Finally, man. He
He's
owed you, so-
on.
Yeah.
Like, unless that
He
comes
owes
with
you
me
for
a
a
ring
season.
this
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
the debt's still not paid.
100%.
Any bench talk? Curtis Samuel did you alright?
Curtis Samuel or
Other than
Bobby
that.
Anderson could have gone
Oh,
on.
Bobby Anderson too, yeah.
A lot of guys there are probably going to get dropped. Oh, AJ Green came out earlier today and said something. He was like, I don't know where our reporters are getting this 6 to 8 weeks thing. It's going to be much longer than that. So there's a chance him,
Oh yeah.
Gio Bernard, Ty Montgomery could all be gone in the waivers tomorrow.
It's you're losing a lot of Cincy there. How does that feel?
Yeah, good. They suck dick.
Alright, let's move on.
Do you know what? I think I do need to go to the optometrist.
Okay.
I think I have a coupon somewhere for that.
Let us know when you're back,
So,
I guess.
If I'm not here for the next couple of matchups, you know where I am.
Yeah.
The optometrist.
We'll get you back for a saucy bit later on.
Oh,
so.
okay. I look forward
Yeah.
to it.
Once you're back with your 2 eyes, what do you have?
I'm
course.
confident that this will be curable.
That's not a great thing to ever hear.
Alright, okay, well, I guess while you leave, we'll move on. Alright,
Okay,
let's go.
some matchups.
Here's Chubb going to test that left side, right inside and into the end zone.
That was Nick Chubb with the touchdown that took the game beyond the Genies in a 130-109 win for the Warriors. The Genies will look at poor turnouts for Flash Gordon and Vonta Freeman as reasons for losing the game, and now have to look forward to a huge bottom-of-the-stringer clash against the Pterodactyls next week. The Rainbow Warriors maintained their impressive dominance of the regular season, having only lost 2 games in 2 seasons. Next up for the Warriors is a trip to the OC. Rob, I feel like this game was winnable for you.
Yeah, it was closer than I thought it was going to be. I'd kind of convinced myself into like a winning lineup at one stage, especially with the Lamar Jackson
Yeah,
sniffing my fats.
because he got a nice 37
Yeah,
points
he had some
early,
game,
and
yeah.
then Patty Mahomes. You have to hope Patty Mahomes doesn't do Patty Mahomes things.
Yeah, and he did. But, I mean, Lamar Jackson kept pace with him. So.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
nullified the Patty Mahomes effect.
Yeah,
so
for
that
sure.
was pretty
yeah.
good.
That's you got to start with that, like if you want to have a chance against Baz.
It
But when
was-
you're coming up against Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, and Kenny Galladay, and they all just go
Yeah.
like ham.
And that was
Yeah,
it. That's what won it
touchdowns
for
and
Baz. The
stuff,
rest of the
yeah.
team wasn't. I feel like that's what Baz kind of does. He just
Everything else is
says,
consistent, yeah.
You just need the right
these
good
role
guys.
players.
Yeah.
And my team did okay, but I kind of had a few weird like matchup problems, and I don't know. Like I didn't believe in Big Ben coming into the first few games, so I'm kind of happy he's out.
said it's Meso's job
Do
now.
you know what? Like, do you know what he got with Mason Rudolph?
Not really. I just kind of know that when I was watching that game, he was looking for Juju deep,
Yeah.
which is kind of what you want,
Oh, for sure.
because he kind of eats on those routes.
Yeah.
So I went for the Hail Mary with Josh Gordon because I figured like he wasn't gonna lose it for me.
Against Miami, man, you got to
Yeah,
throw him.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And he didn't do great, so I could have started Christian Kirk or Stephon. He could have really banged me. He would have got like 15, 16
He
points.
fucking should have had. Well, I guess
He
he
mashed
shouldn't
the
have had
touchdown
2
on
touchdowns, but
Yeah.
like he should have had at least one of those 2. Like that was just a wild game.
But Calvin Ridley looked very solid.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley looks really good.
Oh my God.
I think
Like,
he
you can take some
is gonna be
solace in
solid.
your bench being good. I think.
Yeah. What am I going to do?
Turn-
Beat
like-
Baz and Richie back to back, where they're both
It
scoring
was
massive
like it was
amounts of
tough. You
points?
had the best 2 teams last year in your division in your first 2. Yeah, I wouldn't be that worried if I was 0-2 if I was you, to be honest. Like
no,
I
I think I'm okay.
think the 2
Hopefully.
games you lost, you just got 2 tough games early in the season. And it's not.
yeah.
It's not that bad yet.
Baz's team is super good.
Yeah,
His
his team
bench
looked good
isn't
again.
great. Like Philip Lindsay, He got a bunch of.
He's
runs
lost
called
Drew
back
Brees
as well.
now. But,
I
mean, that means nothing really.
I play him next week, and so Gallup is injured, and then so obviously you probably moved Landry up, but then like he has no other wide receivers. Like his Sterling Shepard is out, and I guess you played John Allison.
It's pretty
When,
deep.
if
at
the
wide
bye
receiver.
weeks,
Yeah.
if the bye weeks come in before he gets someone playable in, he could be in a tough spot. Yeah,
You can probably get someone on the waivers.
yeah, you can get
There's
started
some-
wide receivers. Yeah.
Jarvis Landry, you needed him to have a quiet game, but then Nick Chubb blew up because this game was still a thing on.
It was in the balance.
Yeah,
Like if the game script was different,
You
And
just needed
Le'Veon,
Le'Veon to blow
yeah.
up. If Le'Veon blew up, you were
3
there,
touchdowns
like,
and
you
Nick
were
Chubb to have a
definitely
quiet game, it was definitely doable.
But no, Nick Chubb
but
did amazing.
in. Yeah, he looked,
if I hadn't
he looked
started
really good.
that motherfucker Rojas and he got me 1 point, then it could have been a little bit closer.
Yeah, a little bit. I hope Connor's okay.
At the optometrist?
His eye looked really bad when he was leaving. So
Pretty gruesome, man. He was looking at me and I didn't know what.
I thought he was looking at me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why he's gone. Oh, we shouldn't have let him go on his own. He's not going to find the place.
You played Darren Waller, Rob, instead of TJ Hawkinson, who you took instead of the Patriots defense,
Which would have won you the
which
game.
would have won you the game. Which is tough. It's a tough one.
But also, whatever.
I mean, it's all down to luck.
Yeah, but I mean, because I feel like
you could have
you
just
came at
taken-
me about the
You could have
Patriots.
taken the Patriots defense,
Well, no, 'cause we
which
had-
are number one, and then got TJ
The reason I
Hawkinson,
said
which are
that
number
was
two.
because on Sunday there was a bit of a thing, and I'm not crazy here, that we were all saying that, maybe beat Baz. But then now you're just saying that it was never a thing. And that we weren't all saying let's beat Baz.
Wait,
And then-
yeah, but nobody
because on
told you
Sunday-
to take. Nobody
'cause-
told you to take
Okay,
TJ
but if I
Hawkinson.
had said that on Sunday, and then I said that to you, that I would have won, you probably would have been, caught up in the gang mentality and been like, yes, I should have given you the Patriots defense.
I don't
wait,
think
no.
so.
I think you should have taken the Patriots
You went
defense, which your
some years.
number one waiver that you earned,
Yeah.
and then you should have taken TJ Hawkinson with your second one.
Confirmed. I should have done that. I would've-
Okay, yeah,
Just so that's clear.
because
It's
you
all
could have
ironed
had
out.
TJ Hawkinson in one, and I would have rather that for you. I'm not,
Yeah. Although I'm happy that I got the Patriots defense.
Yeah,
So.
look, super. What did they get you?
We'll
talk
find
about
out. All right, let's move on to the last game.
Fitzpatrick, plenty of time. Bobbled and picked off. Another mistake, and Jamie Collins makes them pay. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was Jamie Collins with the pick six as the Millions demolished the Dragons 156-88. Dalvin Cook, the Pats D, and new QB addition Dak Prescott were just a few of the players to score big in what is currently the season high in scoring for a team. With no players breaking 20, it was always going to be hard for the Dragons, who now fall to 1-1 and will look to bounce back with a win over the Howlin' Ashers in week 3.
Oh, that's a nice. That's like a local rivalry.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
division one,
two
but-
boys.
yeah,
They were
nice,
both
nice.
drunk at the draft. Who was drunker at the draft? Let's find out next
Oh,
week.
I mean,
This game was over before
Streets have
four-
been talking.
4
Mike.
o'clock.
Streets
What?
have been talking about your team.
about my team. Who's
Streets are
talking? Yeah.
Streets are talking. I have to say.
Streets
because
finally talking about my team?
Originally, it was just you that was talking about your team, but the streets are talking a
Streets
little bit
talking.
now. And the Drew Brees getting injured maybe hurts Alvin Kamara a little
Maybe,
bit.
but also may
he's
help
also
them.
amazing.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
matter because you have the Patriots defense.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I think literally your starting lineup right now, Mike Evans might be the weakest player.
I was
of
thinking
what
that
you have
too,
right there,
yeah.
which is pretty wild.
which is why I'm trying to find a wide receiver. So
Yeah.
if anyone's
You have a
looking to
super deep
sell,
bench.
Uh, like Marlon Mack and Josh Jacobs sitting on your bench is crazy.
the pocket Lockett,
Drown
DJ
in that
Moore,
bench.
Mecole Hardman got 14 points.
Yeah,
Whoo, babies.
team's looking good. Team, and you got a big next week is the one. You need
Oh,
the
I'm
boys to show up
excited.
next week.
Oh,
Austin Eckler is doing things.
the God's work.
He's-
Yeah. The
I-
God's work. Yeah.
It's nice getting him started. Like starting on a team at the start of the year when you can use him because Melly G does come back obviously.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Oh no, Austin Eckler, the way he's playing, maybe he doesn't give up that job. Kamara has actually been kind of quiet for the first 2 weeks, but the rest of the team is obviously I lost last week, but that was kind of that was close. Dalvin Cook though, he's the real star of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, all day with him. I think he's the number one running back at the minute.
He's
Mike,
Kirk Cousins' dad.
Oh, he's saving his ass, even though Kirk still looks atrocious.
He is legit. So legit.
He's got the whiffs.
I don't know if I said it on the last podcast or if I just said it to you, but I was like, I should have taken
Yeah,
him.
he was. Yeah,
because I really wanted him in the second.
I'm glad that it worked out because it was between him and Joe Mixon too, and I was like,
Great show.
I believe in the Vikings a little bit more than I do the Bengals. Well, you should, because the fucking Bengals are no good. Cooper Kupp, I was, after all my talk of him, 14 points. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He looked really good.
He's getting the most targets, I think, as well, of the wide receivers in LA. So, keep going.
I was kind of worried about him because it's one of those things where it's like the year they come back from the injury, they're not that good.
Yeah, or
and
the
year
first
after,
half,
they're
yeah.
real good. But yeah, he's looked amazing.
But ideally, I'd kind of keep going with Tyler Lockett in there instead of him and let him, re-cooperate. You like that one?
Well, you're in a nice position where you can just play matchups anyway. Whoever's got Miami that week or whatever, you can just throw them in there.
To say Mike Evans is my weakest link overlooks the tight end position.
I mean, that's kind of...
Yeah.
You get what you get at that. You either take one of the top three guys or you play who you
gonna get Will Disley?
No, I'm going back to the Van Stance.
Oh, you blew
I'm going back to the Van
You gotta
Stance.
hope he's gonna be there.
Because he'll be there. Who else needs a tight end?
Cam Newton ain't playing no more.
Oh, so you gonna go for the Van Stance?
I don't want
Good luck with your waiver
Kyle
wire,
Allen's.
Mr. 2 wins.
That's
huh?
fair. That's
Michael,
fair.
you would have been on
You're gonna have to put a high
180
one
points
in.
if you had started Vance McDonald this week.
Yeah,
You
so
would've been
close to
on him,
220.
180 or some shit.
And if I had a decent wide receiver.
Yeah, your prediction is actually looking good, to be honest, because surely I would imagine scoring goes up, and this was like a slightly lower scoring week in general, touchdown wise. So
Shout out to my boy Dak Prescott who came
Great
in,
start.
because it looked like at the first quarter Rodgers had 3 touchdowns and Dak had like an interception, and by the end he had 33 points
Rodgers
and
just went
did
dark
nothing
there,
else.
yeah,
Yeah. So he's in at the minute. So Rodgers is currently chilling out on the bench. They also play the Dolphins next week, which is why I'm not gonna. Hubris has been the death of me on many occasions.
Especially versus bad.
Against Barry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose. I'm just gonna lose. But I'm gonna give it a good... What was the close... Oh, what was it last year? Remember we had the super mega battle. It was the highest scoring game in like Drisbowl history. It was like 160.
Was that the week that the Chiefs played the Rams as well?
I think so.
I think you had Todd Gurley. No, you had Goff.
Goff and Gurley, yeah. And he had Mahomes and Hill.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to be that big of a battle, but
that was just a crazy timing of that. But yeah.
Barry also is averaging 130 points a week. So that's it. You got to get over 130.
That's what we're looking at now in the new scoring system.
Got 155 this week.
That was, yeah. You had a
so,
really good week.
I need...
I think
no, we're going to lose. Barry's amazing.
Maybe not next week, maybe the week after, we should do a league overview of the average score and who's the highest scorers, who's getting scored.
Oh, yeah.
There's no point doing it in week 2.
Oh, yeah, that might be something like Dell could do and shit like that as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and like the best players and shit. So.
Yeah, good check.
For Richie then, obviously, if you're going to have a bad week, do it against Michael when he scores 156 points.
Yeah, what's the point in having a good week?
Even if you didn't get banged by Rojo and he scored you 20 points or whatever, you still would have lost. So D-Hop's still going to be good.
Just a lot of guys, I don't know
Zach
what
Ertz.
starting Johnny Brown is really going to do for you long term, Richie. Rojo as well, Rojo's going to have games where he'll score a touchdown and get 60 yards, but I don't know if
Frankie Gore.
And
he's back now.
The fucking week he took him out, he started him last season, but Devin Singletary may be out now. So
who else is there? Who else have they got?
Richie's dick will be fucking hard starting Frank Gore every week. He'll love it.
Frank Gore, Mark Ingram.
Get Johnny Brown out of there, Richie.
There's wide receivers and stuff out there too, you can go and find guys.
Yeah, Richie's team is still the team that scored a bunch of points last week. He's just gonna have bad weeks.
Yeah. It's not even that bad. 88 points or whatever.
Bears do as well. 7 points. They're usually gonna get him higher than that too. Williams looks like a nice pick for
since fucking AB left, he's a number 1 wide receiver, and that was not against a good defense, but they got smoked in the second quarter, and then the game just kind of shut down a little bit.
I think it's Richie Connor next week as well.
No, you're against Connor.
Oh shit,
Richie Danny.
Oh, of course, we talked about it. That's a good one. That's a really
Me,
good one.
Barry, you, Shawla.
Yeah, me against Shawla, yeah.
Connor,
so Dell's going to be Martin.
Oh, there's a lot of spicy games next week.
Spicy.
Oh, is there anything
the
every
preview
game
pod next week is going to be a good one.
I'm going to need some fucking music for going against Connor.
Oh,
yeah.
You against Connor is always, for some reason, the's always a
it's
lot
the highlight.
There's a lot of heat.
It's always the two of you blowing up big
There's
time.
so many narratives. So the Connor and Rob, obviously that's hilarious. You against Shauna, you've never lost.
I think I've never lost to Shauna in the regular season, and I've never beaten her in the playoffs. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that maybe I have lost to her once in the regular season, but I think that's true.
I can go through the records. We can have a look.
Yeah.
We can have a gander.
But I know I went like 2 or 3 years without losing to her, but she always bet me in the playoffs.
I think she'll give you your first loss of the season.
It's possible.
Maybe
my team is very up in like.
Yeah. You've kind of stated your
There's a game coming where they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and like if they all do it in one week and then go back to being good,
it's obvious.
Yeah.
Then you got me against Barry, obviously, so that's
Good
gonna
matchup.
battle of the stringer. Hopefully, I mean, probably not. My hubris is gonna kill me again. No.
Me and Connor is gonna be. It's
That's
just going to be a shot.
that's
It's
That's
going to be a
the
low
matchup
score.
of the week.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday night football
62
game.
versus 63.
The one everyone's keeping an eye on.
Slobber knocker of a game.
Yeah.
Del Martin, for obvious reasons, that they just despise each other.
Personal
I think.
rivalries. Yeah.
RD versus Cavan is a rivalry as old as time.
Yeah. And then Richie Danny, the drunk drafters.
Yeah,
Drunk twins.
I'm sure they'll be watching games together. I was
The
going to
kissing
say
cousins.
that would be a perfect opportunity next week for the review games to get Richie and Danny on the podcast, because I believe they're the two who have never been on it.
Yeah. So
that
on
would be
the
good to
review or preview? The review.
Preview. Well,
Preview.
we'll
Yeah,
see
so
if
it'll
we do
be
preview
next
then.
Tuesday.
So listen
But
to
next,
this.
yeah.
Pencil it in, boys. next
boys,
Tuesday.
get in contact
You
with
have
us,
to get in
or
contact
possibly
with us.
next Saturday afternoon if that suits the two of you better.
We do the preview.
I
Yeah.
probably actually would, I guess, because like what fucking time is it in Ireland now?
Real late.
3 o'clock in the morning.
We'd have to do. We'd have to do it really early.
Okay, boys, if you want to do the preview of your game, get in contact. Saturday, probably like
Email robfay@gmail.com.
before 3
Rob
o'clock
Fay,
your
whoa,
time
whoa.
on a Saturday. We'll call you in.
Yeah, and there you go. And that's all the matchups, and we did it all, and we had it all in Connor. Oh wait.
I think I hear him.
So John, what when people think of the Mocarl and Conmen show, what do they think of?
They think of quality sound production and fantastic music,
Uh-huh.
fantastically written songs.
The laugh
They think
track.
of the bits.
It's all about the bits.
It's all about those bits.
People love bits. They come for the bits. You come for the bits and you stay for the football. Now, before we get to the bit, we're going to welcome Connor back.
Hello.
Connor, how was
Life.
My excursion.
the optometrists?
Oh, well, as you know from the other times that we visited the optometrist, I got good use out of the exclusive Mocarl and Conman coupon.
Yes, of course. So, for any listeners, the coupon for this week is Sausage Factory. So, use Sausage Factory to get a discount at your local optometrist. And how was your the procedure?
It turns out I only have one eye now.
There you go.
You got
Yeah.
a bad optometrist. You should sort it all out when you go, and you should sit up 2 hours.
No, it was time to lose one.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So let's do the bit. So this bit is it's a bit of an experimental bit. We're thinking of
This might be a series.
we're thinking of what's the word when you spin off a spin. What's the word when you spin something off? It's a spin off.
It's kind of a spoken word series.
Yeah, we've it's more experimental in terms of thought process and all that shit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a live reading of a previous post in Drisbowl history down in the archives. So it's about a trade between the Chicago Clares and the Reservoir Dogs at the time, between Eddie Lacy and Sammy Watkins. I think that's all we need to say for now. That's all the context you need. All right, so it starts with a post from the then commissioner, Coach O'Brien. We start today with the surprising news of a trade in the Drisbowl, as the Chicago Clares have traded 7-pick What? In the draft, Eddie Lacy, who she picked up when he was released from Ruski Business, coached by Coach Moran, last week, to longtime confidant John Steed Hand after the Avengers.
What was the name of the show?
It's the Avengers, I think. John Steed.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mike and Mike something.
Yeah, we'll look it up. We'll check that out.
And his Reservoir Dogs. In return, the young girls get rookie wideout Sammy Watkins, who has somewhat impressed this season, but surely not to the standard of Lacey, who after admittedly having a bad start to the season, garnished a decent, so much detail, in this one post, let's skim through some of this. To say such a deal is suspicious is an understatement, given the closeness of the two coaches involved and the seemingly uneven trade in favour of the Drogs. Gentleman head coach Danny Thompson has already made claims that such a trade has brought the league into disrepute, and is quoted as saying collusion. Upon hearing of the news, it is down to the league commissioner Mickey Two-Fly O'Brien.
Is it a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
To do a full investigation to make sure there has been no foul play involved in this trade. Shockwaves at the time.
It's weird to hear an Eddie Lacy for Sammy Watkins trade. That's just, it carries no weight in today's NFL.
Who would you rather have now?
I guess Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. You'd have to go Sammy Watkins. I don't even know where Eddie Lacy is.
I don't
Anyway.
think he has a job.
John Hand.
Fuck me. Claire has for a wide receiver. I gave her the best one outside of Cobb and Megatron. Question mark.
Michael O'Brien.
Claire is awful at shopping around. Ha!
One like. John Hand.
I offered Josh Gordon as well as Sammy and she turned him down. I tried to be fair.
Sean Toot. Definitely needs a blog. This is too good. John Hand.
So from me, I'll give you 2 players for Lacey. From Claire, what 2? I say Watkins and Gordon, or Miller and Gordon, and a bunch of question marks.
So you offered. Then Claire responds,
I don't want Josh Gordon. He's suspended, and I have to drop a player to add him.
So Claire.
Claire Maher. Josh Gordon is suspended for 10 games, and I've had to drop someone to pick him up, so Kiata went for a Watkins solo.
Yeah, so I Cat went for a Watkins solo. It's classic Claire.
John Hand.
What's the verdict, commish? I need this shit cleared up before tonight's game. My players are dealing with enough drama of late. Gotta get Lacey play distraction free tonight. Also, your Facebook name during the season should be Commissioner O'Brien. Haha.
It's true.
Connor Moran.
Thanks, Claire, for dropping Lacey this week. I'm playing you. I was worried I might lose for a minute there. Not anymore, though.
John Hand.
Fun fact, all 3 players involved were ex-Ruski business teammates.
Connor Moran.
And see where I am now without them, eh?
One like. Michael O'Brien.
As far as I'm concerned, everything John did was above B. Above board on John's part, as I knew it would be.
John Hand.
Innocent! Today is a good day for justice and football. I'd like to thank Jesus Idris Christ for being with me through the ups and downs of this investigation. My hard-working team of lawyers, oh Jesus, this is long about that. Hard-working team of lawyers who never lost faith, and of course our ever-present, impartial, and dare I say, Elba-like in his wisdom commissioner, who saw through the slanderous lies of that son of a bitch Danny, who's just being a dick to me because he's a dick, and fuck you, man, and delivered a fair, reasonable, and all-around great judgment. Praise be to Driss.
2 likes. Connor Moran.
John has recently been seen in the company of O.J. Simpson and Oscar Pistorius.
1 like. John Hand.
Just a group of innocent guys doing nothing wrong. We're working on our collection of book. What if we had have done did it?
Michael O'Brien.
I would go broke. I would buy that book so much.
1 like. Connor Moran. And now a link. HTTP. Connor Moore.
Sorry, John. OJ beat you there already. Seriously. And then it's just a link to the book that
If
OJ
I
Simpson
did it,
actually
Wikipedia,
wrote.
the free encyclopedia. If I did it, you fucking did it. Michael O'Brien.
Yeah, I think you missed a joke about that there, Connor.
2 likes. Connor Moore.
Okay, crying face.
1 like.
So thanks to everyone for listening. Come back next week.